Hello there, viewers, and welcome to this week's episode on Immigration Talks. My name is Hank Badwell, your friendly neighborhood visa advisor of Enhanced Visa. Now, in today's video, I'd like to talk about the positive effect of COVID-19 on Canada's immigration goals. Now, we know that we have been singing Canada's praises the past few weeks, and for good reason. The Canadian government has truly taken a lot of commendable steps toward making sure that its citizens, permanent residents, and even temporary residents are well provided during these challenging times of COVID-19. Now, Canada has set a beautiful example of how countries should respond to COVID-19, and we will be covering each of their responses below. So, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to turn on notifications for more of our content. And we will try our best to publish at least one video per week. So please subscribe to get the latest news on immigration. Now let's get started. Now, first of all, COVID-19 has probably been the biggest surprise any of us have had this year, or perhaps for a very long time. And the majority of people, myself included, did not ever think that this would get to the point where it would actually affect almost every nation in the world, preempting countries to restrict travel and protect their borders. But while we may have been, I would say, nonplussed by this novel coronavirus, we do have to acknowledge that there have been positive outcomes as the result of our response to it. One example perhaps would be the effect of social distancing on the environment. You know, with people staying at home and with many factories being temporarily closed, the planet has had a chance to breathe again. Isn't that ironic? Well, people with the COVID-19 have a trouble breathing. The planet is actually breathing because of this. So there are, the pollution, for example, the levels of pollution just dropped for the first time in a very long time. But you see, the main point we'd like to highlight today is the positive result the response to the virus has caused on immigration, particularly immigration to Canada. Now, as we have mentioned in our previous videos, and I'm sure that you're probably already aware of this fact, but Canada has an aging population. A huge percentage of their workforce is close to retirement. What does that mean? Well, it means that an upcoming increase in retiring workers. That's what it means, and that results in a decrease in the working population. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, so Canadians are old, right? So what? Well, if there is a decrease in the working population in Canada, Canada will need to supplement the working population with skilled permanent residents who can actually contribute to the country's economic needs. In simpler terms, Canada needs skilled migrants. Most especially that their population is aging, and there is no reason why that shouldn't be you. In other words, Canada needs you. Now, by the way, Canada has proven itself to be a great country. It is an amazing country to immigrate with your family, with or without the pandemic. That is the absolute beauty of it. Just looking at the responses that Canada has made to support their citizens, to support their residents, it's just phenomenal. It is just phenomenal. Let me just give you some examples of their responses. For example, number one, the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, or they call the CERB. This is actually a taxable benefit of $2,000 every 4 weeks for up to 24 weeks, given to eligible workers who have stopped working or whose work hours have been reduced due to COVID-19. That is just absolutely amazing. The CERB, that's number one, the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. Number two is increase in child care benefit. This is an extra $300 financial support offered to families with children under the CCB. Now, you know that the Canada permanent residents in Canada, its citizens have been enjoying, right? They have been enjoying the subsidy they get from the government for their children. That is every month. And Canada, because of this COVID crisis, are now given an extra $300. Wow. That's number two. We're not yet even done. Number three, the mortgage payment deferral. Now, what is this? Homeowners facing financial hardships may be eligible for a mortgage payment deferral of up to, listen to this, 6 months. So you get a trouble paying for your mortgage, Canada comes along and gives you this benefit deferral for up to 6 months. That's number three. Number four, it's called the Canada Emergency Student Benefit, or what they call the CESB. What is the Canada Emergency Student Benefit? Well, this is a taxable benefit of $1,250 every 4 weeks that is given to eligible students, or $2,000 to eligible students with dependents or with a disability who are not eligible for the Canada Emergency Response. They are operating there at the state of temporary basis, and yet they are given this benefits. The students. Amazing. Canada is the country to be. Without this coronavirus, especially with the coronavirus. Now, these are just, I would say, a few of the responses that Canada has made, and other responses include actually benefits and financial aids to Indigenous people in Canada, senior citizens, for example, and most especially international students. I mean, wow, isn't Canada just awesome? Now, as we've seen, already they can be counted on to move quickly and move towards solutions in a time of crisis, most especially in a time of crisis, right? Now, how much more can Canada achieve in a time of peace? I would say, fill in the blanks, exponentially more. So I think I'd like to see that for myself. I'd like to see that for myself, and I think you'd like to see that for yourself too. What can Canada actually do? The potential of this country, most especially on the matter of the welfare of their citizens, permanent residents, and even those on a temporary basis. Canada can do more. Canada can do more for you, right? That's amazing. And this, dear viewers, that concludes today's update. So I want to thank you for listening to what I wanted to, share with you today. I think that is very important for you to know. So if you're hoping for a positive outcome from your time of quarantine and you're interested in migrating to Canada, it only takes a simple few minutes of your day to be assessed for the study pathway or for any direct immigration pathway. So if you're interested, I think you are, please just click the link in this subscription, and after you've submitted your information, I will be contacting you to discuss your options. Okay? So again, I hope that I was able to provide you with some useful information today. And if you have questions, I'm sure you do, please feel free to contact me at hank@enhancedvisa.com or leave a comment below. Just leave a comment below. All right? So this has been Hank Bedwell. See you in our next video. Bye.